Good evening, everyone. Kalla here. Welcome to my live stream. Glad you could make it today. So today we are playing some more Battlefield Waltz. Last time I forgot to change the game name on the thing. There we go. It actually says Battlefield Waltz now. Last time we went on very short overnight trips to Dagarot and Azul, and also on a very short overnight camping trip. And we're currently out delivering flowers, as is our job, which still no one has quite explained why no one seems to like this job. Maybe we'll find out. Who knows? Hello, Drag. Hello, Nick. How are you doing? Let's go. Good evening. I'm here with the flowers.
Ah, いらっしゃい。花はそこに置いて。
Sure. I set the flower basket on a chair, and Tifalet walked up to me. Chat's broke as well. There we go. Chat's fixed. Man, I was so excited that for the first time I hadn't had to go search up a new method of making the colours display correctly. That I didn't check everything else was working correctly. It's always something, isn't it? It's always something. And I'm fine, aside from being still too warm. Summer. Even though it's not nearly as warm outside as it has been. English house retains heat. I set the flower basket on a chair, and Tifalet walked up to me.
あれ以来、ディモスには会ってない？
Yes, the Demos. That was a thing that happened. Nope, it's been fine. Thanks for helping us out.
気にしないで。たまたま薬草を摘みに行ってただけだから。キオラ女王にもちゃんと伝えたんだね。いい子だ。
Huh? Were you watching?
魔法陣の呪文が増えてた。
Oh, is that so? Wait, you can tell those kinds of things? His smile was beautiful and gentle, yet it held a playful edge. It reminded me of what Colette had said. Oh! By the way, Queen Kiora complimented you, Tifalet. She said you're strong and she trusts you.
それは光栄だ。でも、あの方とはほとんど面識なんかないんだけどね。
Oh, really?
しがない城下の魔法使いとミルベリア女王に接点があると思う？
But... I don't remember what Queen Kiora said about him. Well, yeah, I guess you wouldn't know her, huh? mention it, I guess not.
だろま、一応魔法使い同士知ってるだけだと思うよ。
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'd expect. You're both mages, so she probably is aware of you. At the very least, right? Is that how it is?
そうだよ。
He smiled as if he were comforting a child. That's when a thought struck me. Hey, there isn't some rule that mages must always smile like that, is there? Ah, yes. Him, Mephisto, the Queen.
突然面白いことを言うな。なぜ
Queen Kiora, Mephisto, and you always have that smile.
偶然だろ。
It's clearly training. You clearly get taught to do that at mage school. Smile enigmatically.
君はそんなにキオラ女王と僕を並べたいの？
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
変人ばかりだよ。魔法使いなんて。
Oop. Accidental quick save. It's fine.
さすがにキオラ女王がそうとは言わないけどね。基本的に性根が歪んでたり人生に飽きてたりそんなやつばっかりだよ。
Like you?
もちろん。
I see. Well, I need to head back now. Good night.
おやすみ。
I think this way was the shortcut back to Nirvana. Going further down Port Street, there were warehouses and fewer people. Despite apprehension, I chose the quicker route. Ooh, nope, nope, bad choice. Nope. Nope. Tifalat really does have an aura of mystery and unpredictability. If Queen Kiora speaks so highly of him, I doubt he's a bad person, but... A scream echoed from the warehouse district. Okay, it's not us getting attacked on the quicker route with less people and less light. Yeah, it is not always the smartest option. I made that mistake once. Got myself robbed. Never made that mistake again. Is someone in trouble? I have to help. I ran towards the cries for help. I hope I'm not too late. I glanced at my right hand and ran faster. Sounds like someone's already there. What's happening? Oh, hello there. I know exactly who you are. Clearly one of those masked anonymous vigilantes that we've heard of existing around the town. The blood on those chakrams is very well illustrated. Oh? Upon arrival, the scene before me was different from what I imagined. Multiple men with their faces hidden surrounded a bloodied man and tied him up. And atop the roof was... mysterious man, like we haven't seen that hair before. Guess we know what he does when he sneaks out into town in the night, huh? I was still in shock when I noticed the unconscious woman being carried away. Hey, wait, she's... Wait, where are you taking her?
大丈夫よ。
Just as I moved to chase after them, someone's grip halted me. Share, they're kidnapping her!
あの女性のことは心配しなくても大丈夫。家に送り届けに行ったのよ。
Yep, no need to report him to the school, nah.
なぜなら、彼らがこの町で有名な義賊団、暁の鷹団だから。
The Hawks of Dawn. I don't think we'd had them named before. Chivalrous robbers. Them?
そう。夜の闇に紛れて町の悪者を成敗。かっこいいわよね。
Are you really sure about that?
本当よ。私の言葉を疑うの？
No, but this is just too sudden and...
正体はわからないし神出鬼没。たった一つ分かっているのは正義のために動いてるってことだけ。
And I will say he's doing a very good job of concealing his identity by using very different weapons. Actually, maybe not that different. In a manner of speaking. Because his regular weapons are kind of long range in a way too. Long range and thrown, right? Seem to remember. He is the one that uses the sickle and the chain, right? But they're still a different weapon. Oh, that's right. So they're real.
あら、疑ってた？
Oh, no, I didn't mean it that way, but... I was just unsure, that's all.
いたじゃない、ちゃんと。
Yes, but it was surprising.
あなたはどう思う？
Huh? What do you mean?
怖い？それとも混ざりたい？
Now these are... I'm scared or I want to join them. I mean, I'm not scared. But do I want to join them? You know. I mean, we were literally running to this woman's rescue ourselves. I don't really understand, but their dedication to justice is inspiring. I'd like to join if I could.
あらあら。私から聞いておいてなんだけど、残念だわ。
Pity? Why's that?
暁の高木は男性しか入れないって噂だから。まあ、確かに危なそうな仕事ではあるわよね。でも、魔剣の主であるあなたならいけるかなと思ったの。もし今度彼らに出会ったら頼んでみるといいわ。
Yeah, I doubt I'll see them that easily. Do you? Do you, Lamb?
巡り合う運命だったらまた会えるわよ。ティファレトのところに花を届けに来た帰り？
I mean, it's quite possible we won't see them in that guise again, given that we are not aiming for that route. Yes.
今夜はもう何もないと思うけど、一応ニルバーナの入り口まで送ってあげるわ。
It's okay. Main Street is nearby. At least I think it should be.
いいのいいの。前にも言ったでしょ。可愛い女の子に優しくするのが好きなのよ、私。さあ、行くわよ。学校での生活はもう慣れた？あらあら、人が心配してるのに何その笑い？
Sorry, it's just that everyone seems to worry about me.
ああ。
Everyone is so kind to me.
あなたのことはあっという間に広まってしまったのよね。魔剣のことと一緒に、村のことも、父親のことも。
I figured as much.
半月足らずであなたの悲しみが全部消え去るなんて思ってないけど、ま、悲しみは時間とともに薄れてゆくものだから。
I agree, but sometimes I wonder if I'm actually heartless. I've made new friends, attend classes daily, train. Oh, we even did field training. We lit a fire, baked bread, and ate what we collected, all under the stars. It just sounds like I'm having fun.
楽しそうじゃない。
Yeah, I do.
どうしたの？何か悩みがあるなら話してごらんなさいよ。好きな子でもできた？
Why is that your question? No, nothing like that.
全然とか言わないの。あなたみたいに可愛い子が。
I'm just not in that place right now. Plus, I'm still worried about the cursed sword.
まあいいけど。
But I do have a concern. Sherry, you run a weapons shop. Weapons are tools of war, right?
戦争には限ってないけど、まあ誰かを攻撃したり殺したりするためのものではあるわよね。
I see.
戦うことが怖い？死にたくない？
After a moment of thought, I shook my head. They both apply, but also don't. Yes, weapons can also be used for hobbies, that is true. That is in fact true. Archery or martial arts and a lot of shooting things as well. anything you can use for target practice can be a hobby. I really want to try axe throwing one day. It seems fun. I was told that the cursed sword inside of me could affect the fate of Artesia.
そういう噂よね。
If war breaks out, would I have to take many lives?
可能性はあるわよね。
I mean, it depends quite how much of a name you can make for yourself, right? Because if you make a name for yourself as someone very, very strong, then maybe people will run away from you rather than fight you. It doesn't feel real to me.
あったら逆に怖いわ。
Huh?
私は職業柄武器を取る人間をたくさん見てきた。いろんなやつがいたわ。あそこに飾ってある武器の中にも骨董品とか名剣とかって呼ばれるものがあってね。あなたのお父さんは村を守ろうとしたんでしょ？
Yeah.
そこで誰も傷つけなかったと思う？あなたのお父様は殺人者だと思う？
No, never.
結局はそういうことなのよ。
Oh.
何が正義かなんて誰も知らないの。そしてそれは他人が善とか悪とか容易に決めつけてはいけないものよ。
Still going to be people who fight the strong no matter their reputation. True. True. But it's less people. Shari.
考えてもごらんなさいよ。この町、このオルテシア、さまざまな人がいて、さまざまな欲望があって、みんなが同じこと考えてたら気持ち悪いでしょ？だからあなたの正義はあなたしか知らない。あなたの中にしかない。
He reflected on the diverse people I've met at Nirvana. Queen Kiora, King Ildus, Lady Ignis, and King Cerazar each held unique justice views. My friends had their own reasons to fight.
ま、武器屋の私が言えるのはこれくらいかしらね。あ、着いたわよ。
Thanks, Shari. Good night.
あと一つ言い忘れてた。
は？
恋は気づいたら落ちているものだから。自覚した時にはもう戻れないから。
I disagree. Besides, I don't have time for that.
おやすみなさい。
Hey! Shari waved at me. As he walked away, his mood seemed uplifted. I really don't have time for that. Maybe Shari just meant the fact that we're probably getting onto a route this week. I mean, I knew that already, but... As I said that out loud, a certain face came to mind. Okay, I think possibly here is where we're getting into a route. Huh? There we go, we have options for Pash or, no one, actually. Well, it was Pesh. But why did I think about Pesh? It must be in my imagination. Nothing more. I really don't have time for this. Well, there we go. Root choice locked in. Huh? A letter? After class, I returned to my dorm and found a white envelope stuck in my door. It's for me, I guess? My name scrawled across the front in rough handwriting sparked my curiosity. It sounds like it's someone who's just come to the door and shoved it in themselves. Not actual mail. Who could it be from? I mean, probably Pesh. Nothing was written on the back of the envelope. With some hesitation, I opened it quietly using scissors. Help me, I might be killed. Yeah, maybe it's not Pesh. The hurried scrawl of the first line stole my breath away. I'm being harshly interrogated every day about the secrets of the cursed sword. But I overheard them say this. She doesn't know anything, just kill her. Tell the girl she was institutionalized. That's what they said. I'm worried about you. You, Nina, and I should flee together. Ah, this is supposedly from her mum. Meet me at 9 tonight on the forest's edge. Please come and tell no one. Mum? My fingers holding the letter trembled as my vision blurred and cold sweat dripped down my back. I don't think this letter is actually from your mum, Lan. What is this? I read the letter over one more time. The content was terrible, so I still couldn't believe it. But no matter how many times I read it, the truth didn't change. Is this what she's going through? They're staying with us instructors for now. They seem to be getting better. That's what Instructor Elias said. I scrutinized the letter once more, wishing it was just a heinous joke. Which it might be. The handwriting didn't look like my mum's, but I couldn't be sure. Well, yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? The scroll might have been because of her haste and secrecy. Could this really be a prank? I have a feeling it could be worse than a prank. But who wouldn't make such a twisted joke? I did know a few people who hated me. Yeah, but there's a very short list of people who hate you and also know about your mum and Nina. And that pretty much just puts it down to that one instructor dude. What should I do? You, Nina, and I should flee together. Please come and tell no one. The tell no one thing is kind of the I reread those words. Flee from here. In that moment, the first thing that came to mind was the field training we'd had the other day. Oh no! Why am I thinking about this now? I already knew. I had started to feel comfortable about where I was. I was beginning to enjoy my time with Yuriana and everyone else. And being harshly interrogated every day about the secrets of the cursed sword. I reread the letter again and again, and thought of Instructor Elias and Queen Kiora. Are they deceiving me? Right? If we're going for this, we're bringing Yuriana with us. or Pash. We're bringing someone. Like, we're definitely not talking to an instructor, but we're absolutely... We should talk to another student about it. Another student that we trust. That question alone shook me. I wanted to trust their smiles and believe there was no deceit behind them. But I knew that not everyone in Nirvana was on my side. I haven't acknowledged your value yet. I've lost all respect for Queen Kiora after this. Could it really be? I didn't want to doubt them, but once suspicions were raised, they grew swiftly and steadily. I didn't want to believe such evil people existed in Nirvana, but this letter made it impossible to ignore. To flee this place. To escape via boat from the port with Mom and Nina. Flee. But I couldn't imagine myself doing that. I could easily see another day here, but not myself fleeing with Mom and Nina. Yuriana, help me. I was startled and quickly hid the letter. Yuriana smiled mischievously. Huh? No, it's not like that. Tell Yuriana about the letter. I know you're not going to, but it's really not. Sure.
じゃあ私借りてた本図書館に戻してくるね。その後夕ご飯食べに行こう。
Yeah. What do I do? If I stayed in the room, Yuriana could have seen right through me. So I ran out right after dinner. Oh, and now you're talking to yourself about what to do about it somewhere where Mephisto could absolutely turn up. Yeah, if the letter was shoved in our door, how did Mom deliver it? Yeah, that's my question. Because the person who delivered it has to, 1, have access to the dorms. 2, know which room is ours. Which I'm pretty darn certain our mother doesn't. I mean, like, it's possible she could have passed it to someone else to deliver. But as I gazed at the Lunaria flower's pale glow, memories of frontier folk made me hesitate even more. To flee from here, that would mean I would never be able to see everyone ever again. Abel, Lustin, Pash, Nike, Yuriana, Guido and Colette that I met in town, as well as Tifalet and Shaure. Why is Asuka not on this list? Wait, sorry, I actually missed the line. I was too busy going, someone is missing from this list. You've lost your home so tragically, so we hope you find a new one here. That was Queen Kiora, if I recall correctly. As I remembered those words, I wondered when this place started to feel like home. Perhaps I would be able to find something new in Nirvana. King Ildas, King Cerazar, Lady Ignis. They said such kind things to me. You know, aside from the unkind things that King Cerazar said to you. And I would never see them again. If we were to try and flee, would we even get away? Even though I didn't have any worth myself, everyone wanted the cursed sword inside me. If I were gone, they would immediately notice. I was sure they would do anything to try and catch me. I looked at my right hand. Of course, I couldn't hear Wilhelm's voice. I'm surprised. We stood in front of the Lunaria tree for so long, and Mephisto didn't appear. I wonder if Mum is already there. I walked faster, scanning my surroundings. For now, it looked clear. Mum? It's me. Silence answered. Maybe she hasn't arrived yet? I turned around. I heard an owl's call through the forest's quiet night. Was it all a prank? As I began to look around. Okay. Mum is here. But is this a trap? Mum! Mum cautiously appeared from behind a tree. Mum, thank goodness!
よかった。来てくれて。
This is suspicious. Mum, listen, I want you to reconsider running away. I came here to convince you, Mum. I read your letter. I had no idea they were doing that to you, I'm sorry. But not everyone in Nirvana is evil. At least Queen Kiora and Instructor Elias can be trusted. But we should speak to them. Please listen, Mum. I'm not doubting your words. Maybe there are people who are capable of doing such terrible things. You know, including a certain someone who's probably got, like, a knife to her back. But the cursed sword inside me is a complete mystery. It's so powerful that everyone wants it. Even if we fled, they'd catch us quickly. My dorm roommate would probably search for me if I vanished. I understand how you feel, but escaping might be too hard, Mum. That's why... Nina! I'm so relieved. Nina emerged nearly in tears from the bushes. She probably hid out of fear. It's okay now, Nina. Don't worry. It is not okay. Yes! Yeah, that's exactly who I expected. Nina? Instructor Gustav suddenly grabbed Nina's thin neck.
黙れガキ。静かにしないとこの首へし折るぞ。
I'm betting that he set this up as a trap to try and force us to awake the cursed sword. That's my bet. But what he hasn't but if that's his plan, what he hasn't considered is the fact that if this forces us to awaken the cursed sword, he's dead. Instructor Gustav, what is this? I had feared something like this, but I never wanted to believe that my suspicions would come to fruition. Let her go!
この前も言ったけどな、俺はお前のように非力な小娘が魔剣に選ばれたってことがどうにも納得できないんだよ。
Instructor! I drew my sword, facing him, and Instructor Gustav smirked cruelly. What? More men appeared.
まあ、魔剣の暴走に備えて一応な。
Ah, okay. He's not lured us out here to try and force the sword to awaken. He's lured us out here to kidnap us. In case the sword acts up. Dude, if the sword acts up, you're all dead. Doesn't matter how much backup you brought, dude. Instructor, do you have any idea what you're doing here?
ああ、もちろん。なんでも魔剣の所有者が死なない限り、次の所有者は現れないって話だ。
I take it back. He's got us out here to kill us. Once again, that doesn't end well for you, Gustav. He has not thought this all the way through. It's like, dude, consider the circumstances under which this girl got the cursed sword. And consider what might happen.
ってことはだ。
He pulled Mum next to Nina and held his sword across both their throats. They both trembled, frozen in fear. Yet you seem to be recreating the circumstances that caused the cursed sword to awaken and choose a wielder in the first place? This is not a good plan.
お前がさっさと死ねばいいってことだろう。
Nina! You've taken this joke too far, Instructor. Let go of them.
冗談なものか。
We tried to give you an out, Gustav. We tried to give you an out. You could have just gone, oh yeah, this was a joke, and then we wouldn't have had to kill you. If he comes out of this scene alive, I am gonna be mad. No, actually, I'll edit that to alive and in one piece. I'm open to him coming out of this scene alive, but minus a limb.
なかなか来てくれて助かった。
Oh, hey!
安心しろ。俺はこう見えても優しいんだ。お前を殺した後に母親たちもすぐに後を追わせてやる。母親を生かしておくとまずいんだ。あの手紙を書いたのはこいつだからな。
あれはあなたが落として。
Yeah, he's probably the one who delivered the letter, right? As an instructor, he would know where my room was.
そうだよ。だからだよ。真実を知ってる奴が生きてたらまずいだろ。
Yeah. How is the school vetting their instructors? Because, poorly, it seems. Coward! How can an instructor stoop so low?
オルテシアのためだ。
For the sake of yourself.
お前みたいな奴の中にいるより、さっさと次の宿主を見つけた方が魔剣も嬉しがるに決まってる。
What?
わかるか？俺の私利私欲のためなんかじゃない。このオルテシアの繁栄を願ってのことなんだよ。
My actions aren't for personal gain. Really? You think anyone's buying that? No!
キオラ様は有能な方だが、優しすぎるのがたまに傷だ。だが新しい魔剣の宿主が現れれば、きっとお前のことも忘れるさ。
Look, Gustav, by the time there's a new host, you might not even be alive anymore. Do you know how long the sword slept after its last host?
さあ、お前もニルバーナの生徒なら甘んじてこの死を受け入れろ。
Ooh.
おいおい、こんなあっさり切られるのか？これじゃあどっちにしろ戦場ですぐに死んでたな。
A mix of anger and fear paralyzed me. By the time it registered, it was too late. I watched as the underbrush turned crimson. When I wondered what it could be, I realized it was my own blood.
まあちょうどいい。これで魔剣が俺のものになるかもしれねえしな。
Instructor.
バカ、そんなもん呼べるか。お前もすぐ娘の後を追うんだ。ガキと一緒に黙って見てろ。
Mom made an effort to rise, attempting to call forth the sword.
往生際が悪いな。もうお前は死ぬんだよ。
He readied himself again. His sword gleamed with my blood.
それとも母親と一緒に心中するか？あの世で親子3人仲良くやれよ。
No, Mom!
Ah.
Ah, hello, Wilhelm. You appear to be awake.
こんな簡単にやられちゃってがっかりだぜ。人暴れできると思ったのによ。
Did I mess up and like end up down a bad end, or is something going to happen? Wilhelm?
しっかりしろよ。ほら立て。
I know that. I can't feel anything. Dad. I'm sorry. I don't think I can do this anymore. I couldn't protect Mom or anyone else. I'm sorry. Well, yeah, it does seem like I may have messed up there. Yep. Acquired 20 magic stones. Apparently, while my points were enough to pick Pash, I guess they weren't enough to survive that. So I'm assuming that what we just got there was... There we go. This little... Whoop. Common bad ending too. Is it possible to... Ooh, what's that? Nope, that's not what we wanted. I think that... Clearly we can't just start from the Chronicle. Okay. Been a while since I've played an Otome game where if you didn't have enough affection points, you died. It has been a while. Well, let's try that again. Yep, speedrun from the start, since it doesn't look like we can start from the flowchart. Right. Game, do you have an option for me to just skip to the next choice? Doesn't look like it. Nope, we just have skip. Darn. I like having the skip to next choice. Toggle skip mode will toggle. Well, you see how it says skip all up there right now? What we should have it on is skip red. Welcome back, Nick. We died. We got straight up murdered by Gustav. Still aiming for Pash routes? Ooh. Yeah, I think so. I think yes. I think yes. as much of that as that one CG that we saw today makes me go, Luston might actually be interesting, actually. I'm sticking to my guns.
それを学ぶのが戦術論って感じかな。
Oh? There is also the question of, like, do we think that it was choices that weren't related to the love interest that might have messed us up? What were we talking about? Strategic stuff. You know what, Yuriana? I think that sounds like fun. Sounds fun.
なかなか面白いよ。あとはこのオルテシア内の国の歴史と現在の情勢と。
Right. As much as I try not to look at guides for these, I found out where we went wrong. I found out how we ended up on the bad ending. Apparently it's literally one choice. And it wasn't today. I also don't remember exactly when it was, otherwise I would load up a different save. I don't want to properly look at the guide, I just wanted to find out, how did you get to bad end 2? This choice! Apparently this choice messed us up. Apparently we're not supposed to tell Lustin how much of an asshole Instructor Gustav was. Basically. No, it's nothing. Just overthinking, really. Yeah, the downside to honesty.
そうならいいけど
So beyond this, I'm
も
just
し
going
よ
to
かっ
pick
た
all
ら
of the
しばらく
choices.
の間君
that I
が
picked
花
before.
摘み係を担当してくれないだろうか
I'm in.
何か無断外出のものでも見かけたかい
We're not throwing Lustin under the bus either, so we're just gonna keep everything to ourselves. Find someone else then. Yeah, exactly. That choice was ages ago. And apparently making that choice locked us into that bad end. Yeah, it was literally back in chapter 1. Apparently we were locked into that bad ending since then. Yeah, I figured it couldn't have been an affection thing, because we clearly had enough to get onto his route. So it had to be one of the other choices, which is why I had to go look. Yeah, all the fun times we had when we didn't know we were heading for death. Yeah.
お酒じゃないんですよ。需要競争のハーブドリンクって感じかしら。
僕の店に届けに来るはずだったんだろ。自分で持ち帰るからいいよ。
We could do different side characters for the for these exploration points. Do I stick to the same characters? Or do I go and, say, for instance, go hang out with Colette? You wanted me to hang out with Colette, right? So why not? Let's go hang out with Colette and Mephisto instead. It's probably not relevant, because they're side characters. While walking around in town, I met Colette in front of Green Drops.
実は今、新しいメニューの試作品を作っていて、もしお時間があるなら少し食べて 感想をいただけると嬉しいなって。
Sure. Wow, a new menu? That's wonderful. I'd love to try it.
そうですか。よかったです。じゃあ中へどうぞ。すぐ焼けますから座って待っていてください。
Sure. Colette rushed back into the kitchen. Soon after, I began to smell something nice. I wonder what this new menu is. I was excited about it. A few minutes later, Colette came back with a plate.
お待たせしました。そば粉のガレットなんです。うちは男性のお客様用にボリュームのあるメニューが多かったので、女性が食べられるものも増やしていけたらなって。
Galette, huh? Wow, it looks so cute! The galette on the plate had grilled onions, thick-cut bacon, spinach, and plenty of cheese. I mean, one of those I would prefer not to be on there, but the rest of it sounds great.
ガレットってそば粉を使ったクレープのことを指すんですよ。熱いうちにどうぞ。
Thank you. I cut a piece with a knife and fork and took a bite. Why are we eating the galette with a knife and fork? It's delicious! I think your female customers will love this. I'll tell Yuriana about this too.
本当ですか？嬉しいです。感想を聞けてよかったです。
I'll order it again when it's on the menu.
はい、お待ちしています。
I finished up the piping hot galette and left the tavern. Yeah, let's go see what Mephisto's up to. I have the option, and therefore I am going to do
おや
it. While walking down Main Street in town, I bumped into Mephisto. Hello.
こんにちは。ジョーカはもう迷わずに歩けるようになったかい？
Kind of. But this town is bigger than I thought, and it's not like I've been to every street.
それはそうだ。ああ、そうだ。君にこれをあげよう。
What is it? Mephisto took out something from a paper bag and placed it in my palm.
チョコレートだよ。嫌いだったら捨てていい。
Chocolate? I like it, but why chocolate?
私は人間の食べ物の中ではこのチョコレートが一番好きでね。今買いに来た帰りなんだ。
Among human foods? You're not beating any allegations about being a demon, are you? Oh, really?
港通りにあるんだ。私はいろいろなチョコレートを食べたけれど、あの店のものは5種に入るね。
Is it that good?
まあ、私の味覚と君の味覚は違うだろうし、君はまずいと感じるかもしれないが、私は好きだ。それだけのことだ。
You're right.
では、私は学校に戻る。それでは。
After Mephisto left, I opened the wrapper on the chocolate and ate it. Wow, it really is good. now to skippy, skippy, skippy until the next time we get to explore. And then we'll do something new again. You know, it's occurred to me that we haven't met Wilhelm, the non-cursed sword Wilhelm. Who does appear to be a different person, given the opening. Yeah, we probably don't get to meet him until we've unlocked the route, right? Here's the fighting. Osaka. Feels like Stream 3 territory. Yeah, probably. Oh yeah, I think he was doing his best. That was the one where I was like, maybe we should have picked the other one? I'm gonna do a quick save and let's go take a look down the please don't say that. Please don't say that.
なんだかばってるのか
Not particularly, but he was fighting with all he had. He's just not at his peak today.
だからどうした
Huh?
戦場で調子が悪いからって目印でもつけておけば向こうが避けてくれるのか
Leonidas's words were harsh, yet held truth. Yuriana and I fell silent.
頑張ってます調子が悪かったんです
There we go. Okay, it doesn't... I don't think it changed
イグニ
anything.
ス様に憧れてるのは確かだけど、自分では真面目に真剣にやってるつもりなんだけどな。幼なじみみたいなものだし、頑張ってほしいんだけどな。こればっかりはどうにもならないね。
Three. Maybe that was more Stream 2 stuff. Maybe. Not sure.
あれ、
だから君たちは絶対に近寄らない方がいい。君がやるならやるよ。
That's where Pash gets in trouble. And I don't remember which of these we ended up with in the end. I'm not sure it made much difference, did it? Let's go and stop him.
.その顔、事情をご存知ですか？
まあ気にしなくていいよ。別に病気とか怪我とかじゃないから。
Go see Colette.
Oh,
あら、こんにちは。
Guido and Colette came out of Green Drops as I walked by. Are you two going somewhere?
ああ、これから食材の買い出しにな。野菜や果物なんか普通朝一番の位置で仕入れてくるんだが、今日は港に他の大陸の行商人が集まっててな。何かいいもんがないかと思ってな。
Oh wow, that sounds like fun!
お、なんならお前も一緒に来るか？まあ、帰りの荷物持ちは手伝わせるけど。
Sure. I want to go.
お、そう言うと思ってたぜ。
Oh, but won't I get in the way? I don't know how things work there, so... And also it's crowded, right?
そんなことないですよ。一緒に行きましょう。
Well then, thank you for your invitation. Wow, everything is so new to me. Upon arriving at the port, I let out a cheer. Many foods and goods were being sold at the port, and lively voices came from all directions.
面白いだろう。この町は確かに貿易も盛んで、いろんなものが手に入る方だとは思うが、今日みたいな時にしか来ない商人もいるからな。
You must be right. Wow. Hey, is that a vegetable or a fruit? I was captivated by the strangely shaped product.
ああ、あれはな、ピタヤって果物だ。
Pitaya. What about the one next to it?
あれはチェリモヤだ。甘くて柔らかくてうまいんだ。
How?
俺とコレットはちょっと買い付けしてくるから、お前はその辺見てろ。
Okay, I'll help you carry your stuff back.
ああ、期待してるぜ。
While I waited, I looked around at fruits, spices, and fish I was unfamiliar with. After a while, Guido and Colette came back looking satisfied. I helped them carry their things back to Greendrops. Where should I go next? Yeah, let's continue with the aim of going to see Colette and Mephisto this time round. I went to the backyard during recess. There I found Mephisto.
いや、散歩かな?
Yes.
私もなんだ。この裏庭からルナリアのあたりは敷地内で一番気に入っている場所でね。
There aren't as many flowers as the courtyard, but it's perfect for a walk.
君もそう思うかい? 気が合うね。
Mephisto narrowed his multicolored eyes, but he seemed satisfied.
初めて君を見た時から思っていたんだが、本当に美しい色の瞳をしているね。
This line coming just after we were talking about his eyes in our brain. I backed away immediately, reflexively. That's so sudden. I was just thinking the same about his. It was a coincidence, right? Thank you?
青い瞳の人間はこのオルテシアに少なくはない。けれど、君のように少し紫がかった美しい色は意外にいないものなんだよ。
Once again, humans. Oh, really? But... I'm sorry if I sound rude, but I've never seen eyes like yours before either. I mean, sure, I did come from the countryside, but...
ああ、そうだね。確かにこの瞳は珍しいだろう。怖いかい?
I wasn't expecting that question, so I wasn't able to answer right away. No? I don't think they're scary, but I think they're mysterious.
ならよかった。君に怖がられたら、私としては寂しいからね。
I mean, I hope that Mephisto can't read minds, but he's definitely a demon. He has to be a demon, surely. Huh?
魔剣のこともある。君に信頼してほしいんだよ。はじめにも言ったろ？相談役にふさわしいと。
Thank you?
困ったことがあったら、ぜひ頼ってくれたまえ。それでは。
Mephisto smiled and laughed. I always get nervous when I talk to him. I wonder if I'll get used to it eventually. Probably not. He is mildly disconcerting, Lan. And definitely a demon. Stop being rude to Nico.
もう気が利かない男ね。ちょうどいいわ。これから2人で私の店に来ない？バザールで見つけた美味しいお菓子があるのよ。
Goose hunting.
二人きりでデートと言いたいところだけど、それだときっと断られるだろうし、今夜みんなでどう？
Ghost hunting was definitely stream 3. Mm-hmm.
また呼び出してしまってごめんなさいね。どうかそんなに堅苦しくならないで。
Oh? Oh no, wait. This is because we were a new chapter.
感想はどう？そう思わない？
Yes, the overnight trips arc.
そうかな。なあ、あんただって今日のパシュ暗いと思うだろ？
Now we are solidly into last week's stream territory.
いいだろ別にそんなの。あっちだって俺がいようがいまいが気にしてないよ。
さっきからやけにはしゃいでるが。
Crazy stones. And then the guy from Ronga.
これに関して君はどう思う？
And then we go into King Sarazar threatening us.
私が今言ったことを理解できたかな？
I understand. The refugee kid. Field trip time.
よし、あとは焼くだけ。だけど先に少し焚き木を集めないといけないね。どうする？みんなの手伝いに行ってもいいよ。Watching on the shooting stars, Siberiana.
ちゃんと聞いたことないけど無理じゃないかな。
Collect. Is that Colette? I saw Colette wandering around near Green Drops, staring at the ground. She was obviously searching for something. Hi Colette, did you drop something?
突然申し訳ないのは分かっているのですが、お時間があったら探すのを手伝っていただけませんか？
Colette looked more like she was about to cry rather than nervous. What happened? Was it something important?
はい、実は以前にお父様から誕生日にもらった懐中時計を落としてしまったみたいで。
Okay, a pocket watch. At least it should be reasonably large. It shouldn't be too much of a pain to find.
あそこの角の花売りまで行って戻ってきただけなので、この道に落ちているはずなんです。家を出る前に身につけたのは確かなので。
That certainly sounds important. Alright, let me help.
よろしくお願いします。
I carefully searched for the watch around the street.
懐中時計とは言っても小さめなんです。蓋に花びらの模様が入っていて。
Okay, small for a pocket watch. Okay. Don't worry, we'll find it.
そうですよね。
I looked as hard as I could along the cobblestone road. Not here either. It must be within this short distance. Oh! When I took a glance at the gap between the cobblestones, I found a gold chain. Hey, Colette! I think I found it!
そうです。これです。よかった。見つけてくださってありがとうございます。
Either a very small pocket watch or very large cobbles. I'm glad too. It's such a pretty watch.
ありがとうございます。もうずっと小さい時にもらって、それから肌身離さず身につけていたんですが、鎖の留め金が少し曲がってしまってます。これで落ちてしまったんですね。早速修理に持っていかないと。ほら、この花びらの色が私の瞳の色と同じだよってお父様が。
Oh, it really is.
私の宝物なんです。じゃあ私は早速修理師さんの店に行きます。今日は本当にありがとうございました。
Take care. I'll see you later. Colette bowed numerous times as she walked away. I felt relieved, but also a little jealous as I returned to the academy. Now let's go talk to Mephisto. Is that Mephisto? I found Mephisto in the backyard. Is he looking up at the magic circle?
Oh yeah.
He noticed me before I could decide if I should talk to him or not. Were you looking at the magic circle? It seemed to me that his line of sight was toward the magic rainbow circle. No, the rainbow magic circle in the sky.
Ah.
Isn't it beautiful? I was amazed when I first saw it.
そうだね。この都を守る素晴らしい力だ。
He sounds like he's making fun of it. But that can't be right. This is how he usually talks. Oh, may I ask you something?
なんなりと。
Are there any flowers besides the Lunaria that bloom with magic around here?
君に簡単に見つかる場所にはないかな。
Well, that's not a no.
意地悪だったかな。ならこう言い換えよう。君やその他の魔力を持たない普通の人間が簡単に探せるような場所にはないと。
Magic blooming flowers that I have to have magic to find. Got it. I see.
少し冷たい言い方に聞こえるかもしれないが、これは君たち人間の身の安全のためなんだよ。例えば、触れたら呪われるような花を簡単に倒れたら困るだろ
う。Would in fact be dangerous. No.
でも面白いことに、人間はそういうものをなぜか嗅ぎつけてしまう。近づかなければいい災いにわざわざ歩み寄り、絶望の詰まった箱を開けてしまう。
Yeah, that's just humans for you, Mephisto. We're curious people.
開けるなと、触れるなと、近づくなと、そう言われるものに限って、君たちは見つけてしまう。
I can't do anything about that.
君は好奇心は猫を殺すという古いことわざを知っているかな。
I'm guessing that magic flowers like that don't commonly exist. They're probably quite rare. Yeah. He sounded cruel and his words offended me. I didn't understand the expression, but I frowned nonetheless.
猫はいくつも命を持っていて、9回生まれ変わることができるという言い伝えがあってね。
I don't think you needed that full sentence. You could have just said 9 lives. Although actually being reborn 10 times makes it 10, Mephisto.
そこからなかなか死ぬことはない猫でさえ不用意な好奇心で命を落とすこともあるということわざになった。
I'm not sure that's what it means. No way.
だが残念ながら君たち人間の命は一つきり。たった一度の好奇心が運命を変えてしまうかもしれない。気をつけることだ。罠というものはね、気づかぬうちに張り巡らされているものだよ。
Traps are usually laid before you know it. Yes, like that one choice I made back in chapter 1 that meant I died. His smile was gentle, but also scary. He then slowly walked toward the Lunaria tree. He's always like this. Right, chapter 5. We're almost to where we started today. I could go eat somewhere else. We didn't find anyone interesting in the courtyard, so... Hell, bench. Eating in town could be nice. Yeah, Gustav must have overheard us when we were talking to Lustin about what an asshole he was. Settled on a bench and savoured the jam-filled bread. It's so good! It was simply delicious. I couldn't figure out what kind of jam it was, but it was bittersweet and tangy. The bread had a toasty aroma of wheat, and I found myself liking it very much. I wonder if the old lady made all of the bread herself. I never saw her before, but perhaps I just didn't notice. Or she might have been new to Frontier. I'll try out the ham one next time. While enjoying the bread, I spotted Nikkei passing by. Nikkei!
あれこんなところでどうしたの
So we do have an interaction on this. Just having an early lunch.
ああ、そうなんだ。
I ran into this elderly lady selling delicious bread just up the road. If you haven't had lunch yet, how about we eat together?
残念。実はちょうど今、港通りの方のお店で食べてきちゃったんだ。
Oh, I see.
じゃあ、僕は先に戻るね。また。
Sure, see you around. I watched Nikkei leave. After finishing my bread, I headed back to Nirvana. Yeah, and then it still just goes straight into the swings.
俺が言ったから。
And Gustav being an ass! And here we are nearly 2 hours later, back at where we began today's stream. So we still get that letter. So I'm assuming that, like, Pash will come and help us? Unless I chose something else that fucked this up. There may have been more than one... There may have been more than one choice that fucked that up. Right, I'm gonna go get some more water, and then we'll do this again! back. I've loaded up a guide. I'm allowing myself to know. Loads aren't going to help me. We have to go to new game. Because of that one choice at the beginning. Ah. No, that's not it. Right, skip mode to red. Right. Ha! We can increase the speed of the skip. Right. Higher skip speed. The only thing this guide is specifically telling me will lock us into that is that choice. So I'm guessing it's the other choices we made. Right, now we have double the skip speed. So it won't take us quite as long to run back through this, except for the fact that we're going to have to choose some different choices. Can't believe that it was more than just that literal second choice in the game messing me up. Do 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 do. I have so much appreciation for when these games give you a button that'll take you to the next choice / next unread text. I miss that option now that I don't have it. This could be so much faster. Okay, sounds fun. Yeah, they never have all the same quality of life features, that's true. This and Charade Maniacs had a different form of flowchart than I was used to, given that you could actually see further in the flowchart than you'd actually gotten to. Which, you know, is how I knew what chapter was the last chapter of the common route. Hmm, 12 different quick saves. That's kind of cool. Right. I'm in is correct. I'm looking forward to finding where I messed up. Apparently it may have been here, when I decided I was going to be snarky right back to the sword. But I fought as hard as I could.
それは分かってるけどさ、もうちょっと頑張れよ。
And also this one. I'm sorry.
Eh?
I'm sorry I can't let you fully unleash your strength.
え？いや、別にそれはお前が謝るとこじゃねえし。
If only I was stronger, maybe your powers would be more stable. You know, like King Ildus.
それはまあそうかもしれないけど。まあとにかくお前が俺のことを目覚めさせたんだから頑張れよ。
You sure you're okay being with me?
仕方ねえからとりあえずはお前で我慢してやるよ。
Look at him, he's blushing.
でも鍛えるとかなんか努力はしろ。
I think my cursed swords are sundari. Yeah, you're right. I'm gonna go back to Osaka and Yoriana hangouts on this run.
おや
Just for speed. Plus patrols, yep. Apparently I think I'll pass this one. Alright. I'm sorry. I'm interested in the Bull of Haze, but I need to go file a report.
それは俺がやるからいい。
Really?
お前はラスティンと食べてくればいい。じゃあな。
Oh.
相変わらず釣れないやつだな。
ガード硬いよね。
まあでも、ああ言ってくれたんだし。ほら、来いよ。
Sure. I don't know. I thought of how to answer the instructor's question, but couldn't come to a conclusion. Yeah, apparently we're not supposed to be hating on the people who destroyed our village. A deep sadness lingered within me, but labeling that emotion as hatred didn't seem right. Honestly, I'm not sure.
わからないとは。
Yes, I'm still sad. I feel pain whenever I think about it. Enough that I often try to avoid those thoughts. But as you mentioned, identifying the killer of my father seems nearly impossible. Besides, it's not like seeking revenge will bring him back.
そうだね。その通りだ。
The instructor sighed with a bittersweet relief.
私から持ちかけておいてなんだが、君がそう答えてくれたことが嬉しいよ。
Apparently I'm slightly too bloodthirsty to be loud. Happy?
私たちは誰かを裁きたいわけでも、その命を奪いたいわけでもない。 血の流れない世界を求めているんだよ。
Could sense his firm determination. Yeah, maybe. I mean, it's entirely possible that Gustav trying to kill us will happen anyway, but it'll just go better for us. Which one was it? I think he was doing his best. And he's just concerned. I think he's concerned about you, Yoriana.
教官が?
Yeah. The trauma from my village hasn't faded yet, but I tried to remember it faintly. You're aware of the attack on my village, right?
うん。あなたが部屋に来る前に、魔剣のことと一緒に説明はあった。
That time, I think I was a mess. I was so scared and didn't know what was going on. I was just desperate. I never want to experience that again.
そうだよね。自分の村が。うん。やっぱり私は経験値不足なのかも。まだまだだね。ありがとう。なんだか分かった気がする。これからもあなたと一緒に頑張っていけたらいいな。
Absolutely. Oh, no, this one too. Is there anything we can do to help?
なかなか難しいかも。ああいう性格だし、素直に相談とかには乗ってこなさそう。
It's back to chapter 3. Stand. Snakes really are scary. Alright, I won't go look at the butterflies. Leonidas. Apparently this should be keep quiet. I guess it should have been last time, given that I was like, maybe we should just not talk about other people's things. I don't know all the details, but he seemed upset, so maybe something did happen.
レオニダス教官とまた揉めたのかな?
Huh? I tried to appear nonchalant, but I was caught off guard when Asaka mentioned the instructor's name.
まあ、決めつけるのも良くないですかね。
Say, was Passion Instructor Leonidas always on bad terms? They seem to be at odds a lot.
というか、 僕から見ると心配されてるだけって気がしますけど。
Yuriana said the same thing. Exploration time. Yeah. See, I'm clearly good at affection points and bad at everything else. I think I can stick with my choice for this, given that it's an affection option that isn't Pash. That may be true. If I'm always bringing up the past, Yuriana and everyone else would worry about me. Let me think. Not immediately passing on the ghost hunting, huh? And back to chapter 4 again. Let's go on several trips. It's interesting, apparently, not wonderful. The town is quite a departure from my village, so I think it's interesting.
まあ、どんなところが?
The variety of food and clothing was surprising. It made me realize how many different cultures exist here. Yeah, he does seem a bit off.
ほら見ろ。お前は隠し事なんてできるタイプじゃないんだよ。ほら、理由を言ってみろ。
なんでもねえっつうの。
あのな、一応今回のこの視察の責任者俺なんだよ。体調悪いとかなんか理由があるなら。
Guide wants me to say I wasn't interested in the shiny rocks. Fine. It's not that I particularly like them. Abel's comment made me feel ashamed. I didn't know how to respond. Though the trip was meant for observation, I realized I might have let my guard down. Yeah. I want to look at the shiny rocks. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know quite how you go about making guides, so who knows, some of these options might not matter. Yeah. But, you know, given that one that apparently locked us in, clearly some of them do matter. So I'm not taking any chances. Yeah, there's clearly some kind of invisible stat of some kind that some of those choices are affecting. maybe it's just that a couple of them are flags. I don't know. Not a clue. What happens if I go to a dud node? I don't know, and I don't think we have a chance to find out now, I'm afraid. Not yet. I decided to do so. Guess. It's not. It seems like I didn't make any incorrect decisions in this chapter. Ash. Okay, this should fix it. Okay, it looks like we do still get that letter. Where does the difference happen? I mean, probably as not getting stabbed. There we go. Right, let's turn off the skip because now we are at new territory. Yeah. The frustration was so overwhelming. I wanted to cry more out of it than fear. I still couldn't properly wield the sword. But was that a reason for death? He did say that last time, but I guess it's the same. Stop! A mix of frustration and rage heated up my body as I recalled the day I first encountered the cursed sword. Yeah, a bit over half the time of the first recap. Yep, that makes sense, given that we increased the skip speed to like double the speed it was. I wanted to protect them. I wanted to save them. Not just Mum and Nina, but also the precious village where I was born and raised. In the end, am I still helpless? Am I just going to die here? Now that we're not stuck on the death routes, can we murder Gustav, please? I mean, it's only fair. He's killed us twice. Nina! Okay, we still get stabbed. Pain shot through my thigh and the scent of blood filled the air.
脅しじゃねえからな。
He was trying to kill me. This man was actually trying to end my life.
これは正義だからな。このオルテシアのために俺はお前を殺してやるんだ。
No. I can't die like this.
なんとか言え。それとももう喋ることもできねえのかよ。
I'm going to die without being able to save anyone? I don't want that. Haha, nice. I will protect. I will survive. My body felt incredibly light. My sword arm and legs felt as if they were no longer mine. Yet I knew what to do. It was a strange feeling. Despite its size, the sword felt weightless, as though it was meant for me from the start. Yeah, hey Gustav, you want an awakened sword? You're gonna get it. Straight through the chest, probably.
待ってたぜ。このビルヘルム様の力を思い知れ。この女。
Wanted to cry as I fought on, but this wasn't the time for tears. I had to protect them, Mum and Nina. If I didn't protect them, no one would. I had to become stronger or they'd die. A scream pierced the air next to me. Warmth splattered onto my fingers. I was scared. I wanted to wipe away the blood and block out the screams. Yeah, clearly he was working with all of the not-so-nice mercenaries. Well, there's going to be a lot less of those mercenaries soon, by the seeming of it. That sword is nothing. You just watched me cut down 2 of your fellow mercenaries, dude. And now you. What did Dad think about? Was he not scared? I was terribly scared. But still, I had to protect. I had to live. I couldn't die. From this moment on, I would protect those I held the most dear. That was my justice. I won't lose. I'll never lose to the likes of you. I took a stance with the cursed sword and... Oh, come on, now you turn up! Well, actually, I suppose it's a good idea if we have witnesses to this, so that we don't have to explain away the fact that that we murdered a lot of people, including an instructor. Yeah, it's probably better if we have some other people here. Why was everyone here? Although I didn't know, feelings of relief and joy overcame me. I wanted to cry again, but for a completely different reason. Also, Lamb, that's not everyone. That's just Abel and Luster. You're curious how everyone reacted when we died? Yuriana was probably very sad, because now she would be on her own again. She would probably be the one most affected, I'd imagine. I don't know if they would have caught Gustav or what, so...
Gustav! キオラ女王およびエリアス総司令官の命によりお前を拘束する
I take it back, they probably did catch Gustav, but only after we were dead.
他の人もできれば静かにね
Also, no, don't arrest him. Man, as I said, I don't want Gustav coming out of this scene in one piece. Can I at least cut his arm off before we arrest him, please? He deserves it.
そうじゃないと間違って手首一本くらい落としちゃうかもしれないからさ
Oh, there we go. Lustin's threatening to chop people's limbs off.
ニルバーナのガキどもがふざけやがって
死にたいやつはかかってきな
Ah, Pasha's here. Excellent. Ah, that's a cool CG.
ラスティパシュグスタフはとりあえず生かしておけよ
For now, huh?
残念だけどしゃあない
Maybe I do like Lustin a lot more than I thought. He's totally up for murderizing Instructor Gustav.
生かしておけばいいよな
Then again, Pasha's also leaning towards my line of thinking. It's like he doesn't need all his limbs, right? Yeah, I guess we need answers, but he doesn't need all his limbs to give us answers. He can lose a few. He just needs his head and his torso to answer questions. Guys. Hmm? Suddenly, the cursed sword emitted a pale blue light and enveloped my friends.
なんだクソガキども死ねーガキじゃねえおなんだこれ
Oh, did we just give them a power up?
どうしたパシュ俺すっげえ強くなってる気が
Ooh, we give AoE power ups to our friends now.
はこの
Yeah, apparently we're apparently we provide buffs.
諦めろってあれ今の
もしかしてその負けんじゃねえの俺たち強化されてる
なるほどそういうことか
The situation was bewildering, but one thing became clear. I had to fight with everyone using the cursed sword.
これはいいなよし行くぜ
よーし
Annabelle, Lustin, and Pash charged forward with courage. Let's fight! I need to stand with them. And then the forest was peaceful once more. The battle was short, but it felt endless to me. Yeah, clearly it's a blessed sword, not a cursed sword. Mom, are you okay? Mom was still scared. It was understandable after such an ordeal. Nina was covering her eyes and crying. Relief and exhaustion made me dizzy. But now what? Oh yeah, I got stabbed in the thigh earlier. Suddenly, Aval gently pulled my arm. Yeah, but it's nothing serious.
早く戻って手当てした方がいいね。
And now Yuriana's here. Man, Yuriana, you missed the battle. Yuriana, what are you doing here?
ごめんね。私があの時に気づいてあげたら、こんなことに。
Sooner? Oh, what do you mean?
お前の親とその子が消えたと騒ぎになってな。同時にグスタフの姿もなく、もしやと思ってジョーカーを探し始めた時に。
ああ。
酒場のコレットに聞いたんだよ。なんだかあんたが思い詰めた顔で歩いていったって。
で、街道のところの衛兵に聞いたら森の方に行ったよってね。
Oh.
ごめんね。やかしたりして。全然そんなんじゃなかったのに、私が。
No, Yuriana! It's not your fault. I didn't think things would end up this way either. Look. I pulled out the letter from my pocket.
これは。
I was trying to convince my mother to stop.
グスタフが語ったのか。
ひで
え。いけすかないやつだとは思ってたけど、本当に少年まで腐り果てたやつだな。
Lusting glared at Gustav, who was now restrained, with disdain. Well, he's only restrained. Yeah, I suppose you can't get... I was about to say, I suppose you can't get rid of his limbs if you want to tie him up. But wait a second, you're not going to need to tie him up if he doesn't have limbs anymore.
Ma, 詳しい話は戻ってからしよう。さあ、帰ろう。
は？
え？
どうしたの？
ほら、早く帰ってその傷の消毒しないと。
大丈夫？
We don't need to return for healing. Healing has come to us. See, we've got a healer. We've got a healer, Drag. It's fine. Mike!
ごめん。手当ての道具の準備してたら遅くなって。遅いよね。
Guys. I was rooted to the spot with tears running down my face. It was mortifying to cry in front of them, but I couldn't move.
どうしたの？もしかして私が鈍いから 一緒の部屋が嫌になった？
Yuriana, stop blaming yourself.
ああ、そうかもな。
No. I was moved to tears because I was so glad they mentioned returning so casually. But I couldn't tell them. I was too embarrassed to say I was just so happy they came for me. Thank you for coming for me. And I'm sorry for all the trouble.
いやいや、そんなこと全く気にしてないし、謝るとこじゃないし。
Am I allowed to go back with all of you? Oh. Aww. Come on, guys. Why is it just those girls that are crying in it? Yuriana yanked my arm, nearly pulling me off my feet, but Lustin stopped her. Heather let out a sigh next to us. Hash watched amused, while Nike smiled warmly as usual. Thank you. Yuriana's grip prevented me from drying my tears. Even though it was embarrassing, I wanted to shout out loud in happiness. Thank you. I repeated those same words within my heart. Thank you, everyone. Aww. The next day, we were all summoned to Queen Kiora's castle. She wanted to inquire about Instructor Gustav and the cursed sword.
はじめまして。私はこのミルベリア女王のキオラです。よろしくね。
In a way, that scene felt even better after dying twice. Yeah! Well, I'm not sure about after dying twice, but definitely after dying once. I could have done without dying twice. Everyone gave a deep bow.
まずは勇敢なるニルバーナの戦士たちに感謝の言葉を述べなければね。彼女を探しに行ってくれてどうもありがと
う。いえ、当然のことをしたまでです。
そう言うと思ったわ。でも当然と口にできることが素晴らしいのよ、アベル。
Abel remained silent, his gaze lowered.
グスタフのことは本当に残念です。私は彼が力ある兵士だった頃から知っています。昔はああではなかった。だからこそニルバーナの教官として迎え入れたのに。彼の求める正義がいつの間にか私たちと違ってしまったのでしょうね。
私の監督不行き届きです。大変申し訳ありません。いかなる処罰も受ける覚悟です。
いいえ、エリアス。エリアス、あなたにはまだこの子たちを導き支える役目が残っているでしょ。
Queen Kiora looked at me.
怪我をしたそうね。
She approached me slowly. Yeah, it seems like maybe they should be checking in on the mental state of their instructors a little more. Yes, but I've already been treated. Oh. As Queen Kiora placed her hand over my leg, a gentle green light emanated from her palm. No wounds. I felt the skin beneath my clothes knit together, healing instantly.
はい、治ったわ。
So she has healing magic.
Oh.
The wound didn't just heal, it was as if it had never existed. Thank you, Your Majesty.
よく頑張ったわね。恐ろしかったでしょう。でもあなたは確かにお母様たちを守りきったのよ。
Kiora.
あなたとここで会ってから1ヶ月ほどが経ったかしら。
Ah, timeline. It's been roughly a month.
あれから私もずっと考えていたの。あなたが魔剣を覚醒させた理由を。
Clearly the reason we were able to awaken the cursed sword was a desire to protect those close to us.
その魔剣の歴史に名を連ねる騎士や王たちは確かにみんな屈強な者たちばかりだった。
If Kiora comes to the battlefield, it would make sense why there's so little need for the healers division. Yeah. Yeah. I guess all you'd need the healers division to do would be basic first aid and then bring the injured member to the queen. Just as long as you've stopped the bleeding, she can fix everything else quite easily.
Girl, しかも少女など伝わる限りの中では誰もいない。でもあなただから、誰かを守るために強くなれるあなただからこそ魔剣を目覚めさせられたのかもしれない。今ならそう思えるわ。
No, but I haven't done anything special.
その魔剣は周囲の者にまで加護を与えるようね。
Yep, sure does.
はい、そうなのです。私も彼らにその話を聞いたとき、正直半信半疑だったのですが。真実です。
そう。
あの魔剣から放たれた光に包まれたとき、全身が焼かれるような熱さがありました。
Burning sensation? Well, that doesn't sound good ever.
けれど、それは決して不快なものではなく、その後に剣を振って気づいたのです。
How do you get a burning sensation all over your body that doesn't cause discomfort? Surely the burning feeling is discomfort in the first place. I'm trying to think of a way in which a burning sensation on your body wouldn't be uncomfortable. Like a gentle warm sensation? Yeah, but a burning sensation?
いつもと違うことに。
彼の言う通りです、キオラ女王陛下。
そうです。体も軽くなってもうどんどん打ち込めるような。
メフィスト、あなたの意見を聞いても。
私が知る限りでは、魔剣が周囲の者にまで影響を及ぼすという現象は初めてです。
そうよね。私も聞いたことがないわ。
ただ、彼女の前の魔剣の記録は 約300年前、人間の歴史としては決して新しくはありません。言い伝えそのものが信憑性を欠いている可能性も否めませんし、もしくは魔剣そのものの性質が変化し、新しい力を持った可能性もあります。
I missed the line. He glanced at me.
そんなことが。
ただの剣ではありませんからね。はるか昔からこのオルテシアに存在し、その身にはあまたの王や武将たちの思念を吸い込んだ魔剣。
I'm not sure I like the wording of it has imbibed the essence. Kind of sounds like it was eating the souls.
何かのきっかけでその性質が変化したとしても全くおかしくはありません。
I mean, maybe the cursed sword's powers change depending on what sort of strength the wielder needs. It sounds like I want strength to protect the people close to me, and therefore it gives power to those people close to her as well. I don't know.
そうね。
本当ですから。パーって青く光ってそれで強くなったんです。絶対に嘘なんてついてませんから。
I think I believe you, Bash.
誤解させたようでごめんなさいね。決してあなたたちを疑ったわけではないのよ。
あ、いえ。
ただ、とても素敵な力だと思ったのよ。
Queen Kiara?
まるで運命があなたに味方したよ。
Everyone, including myself, was dumbfounded. We fought blindly in that forest, not knowing what had happened.
改めて聞いてもいいかしら。あなたはこれからもニルバーナの一員としてこのオルテシアのために戦ってくれる？
Absolutely. I inhaled deeply and gave a bow. Then I looked back up at Queen Kiara. I haven't forgotten your words at our first meeting. I will become stronger. I will stand with Nirvana, and I will find it. I will discover why the sword chose me.
期待しているわ。
Our meeting ended, and the others exited the hall. I was left standing there, and I felt a little anxious. Were you alright? I don't think you were injured, but how do you feel?
ごめんなさいね。謝って済むことじゃないけど、母さん、あなたにひどいことを言ってしまった。
It's fine, Mum. You were scared.
分かっていたの。自分がどうかしているのも分かっていて。でも、あの人が死んだことが悲しくて、辛くて、信じたくなくて。それをあなたにぶつけてしまった。
Stop. You don't need to apologize, Mum. That was because...
いいえ。あなたはあの時も、昨夜もずっと私とニーナを守ろうとしてくれていたのに。あんな
Mum caressed my hair gently. I'd never seen her cry like this. She was always smiley in my memories.
本当は母親である私があなたを守らなければならなかったのに。
Mum.
ごめん。
all right, Mom. You don't have to apologize. I'm sure Dad taught me sword fighting for moments like these. Dad made the right decision.
そうね。そうね。
Mom embraced me tightly.
あの手紙に書いたことは嘘なの。エリアスさんも他の方も決して私たちに乱暴を振るったりはしなかった。だから疑ってはダメよ。
Okay.
ただ、あの男が夕方突然やってきて、脅されて。キオラ女王様は本当に素晴らしい方よ。これから私たちがこの王城で暮らせるように手配してくださったの。
That's pretty great, actually. Now we don't need to worry about Mum and Nina at all, because they're living in the castle and there are guards. In the castle?
ええ、ここなら安全だからと。今後は一切あなたたちに危害を加えさせませんとおっしゃってくださって。
That's great, then.
あなたはあそこで頑張るのね。
On the other hand, they have more fancy stuff than we do. It's fine.
とても広いところよね。村とは全然違って。大丈夫？ちゃんとご飯とか食べてる？体調崩したりは。
Ah, now Mum mode. I'm fine, Mum. I've found new friends and everyone's been so supportive. I don't deserve them at all. And that's why I want to do my best here. I'm still scared of the cursed sword's power, but I want to become stronger. Just like Dad.
喜ぶわ。
Please take care, Mum. We might not see each other often, but remember I'm always nearby.
ええ、母さんも頑張る。
Mum patted me on the back. Her gentle, warm hands. The lingering pain slowly dissolved, and it was filled with her tender warmth instead. Aww. I returned from the castle and walked back to my dorm. It was the same path I took with Instructor Mia the first night, heavy with anxiety. But things were different now. I'd changed since then. I wasn't here out of obligation, but by choice. I decided to live on with the cursed sword and find my own form of justice. Ta-da! And into chapter 6. Which I believe should put us onto Pasha's route.
おいおい、聞いたかよ。グスタフのやつ首だって。
Got fired, did he? Anyway, we're gonna call it here. So, thank you very much for watching. It's been fun, aside from the frustrating part of having to restart twice. But we've made it to our route. And now I shouldn't need to look at that guide anymore. Great. If you're new here and you've enjoyed your time, please consider subscribing to the channel. You can also follow me on social media, which is linked in the description box. The streaming schedule is posted both on social media and... Why do I get the feeling I forgot to post it on the channel? And it will be up on this channel in the posts tab very shortly, now that I've remembered that I need to do it. The next scheduled stream is Friday, 7 PM for more Tales of Symphonia, where we will possibly be getting to the Tower of Salvation. So I hope to see you then, or another time. Once again, thank you very much for coming. And this is Kalla signing out. See ya! Bye bye.